So here's my tomatoes this year so far. The ones by the house always do better. But I got little ones on there all over, and all kinds of blossoms are all over the place. These are the little orangish yellow grape tomatoes. Boy, that it really sprawled out here. It's in here, all the way over here, and it's hanging over because we got rain the other night and it kind of knocked it over. And right here is my elderberry in the middle of the tomatoes. Oh. Oh, yeah, looks like there's going to be quite a few tomatoes. They all start ripening up pretty quick here. And then, let's see. Guess what we're having for supper tonight? Grilled kitty. You know, these are the early grills, and they ain't doing much of anything. But last year, the year before, I got all kinds of sun in this spot. This year, I'm not getting anything. So I should have put them, over there with the other ones. I won't do that again this next year. Orange tomatoes there, early birds, or early girl. Orange tomato, and orange tomato. You wonder what the cages are for? It keeps animals from digging around it, especially cats. And I don't know why I'd be worried about cats. My raspberries, a piece of garbage blew in here from somewhere. Those raspberries died. The ones I had over here too, it's gone. It died too. But the grapes are doing okay. Green seedless grapes, they're climbing. I gotta get the money to get a cattle panel and T-post to put up here, across here. I want to train them to grow up that thing. These are the purple. Those are green hemorrhoid grapes. And these are Mars grapes, purple ones. So are these. And they're all seedless. So they're doing pretty good for their first year's growth. I mean, I just planted them this year and they got frozen off and died and came back. Over here, this is why I love buckets. I can move them anywhere to follow the sun if I want to. Potatoes, red skin potatoes in both these buckets. That poor corn stalk she ain't doing much. It got flooded. We got a lot of rain. It should be drained out though, because there's holes in them buckets, but it didn't. Now I'll go over and show you the other tomatoes. And my mint. I thought I'd do this because it's been a while since I did a update. These ones are in the sun later in the day. They're doing pretty good. No blossoms yet, but they got a late start too, and I just put them in the sun not that long ago. And this is my peppermint. And this is spearmint. I clipped some off there already. It's growing again. They're doing pretty good. And this is my roses, which aren't doing much this year. Because last year they didn't grow at all, but I put some more chicken poo on there in mulch. And they're coming back. They usually bloom when I put the chicken manure in there. But they were so pretty much died off from last year. I couldn't do much of anything for reasons, I don't care to get into, but you all know. And these are the remainder of the plants that I was giving away for free. Got buds on there, or flowers, I mean. I don't see any green ones, but boy, they're really taking off in here. in this bucket. But I've noticed, because plants get so much harmful radiation nowadays, because everything's so much hotter than normal, these tomatoes here were put in at the same time, and they get full sun. Not right now, but I mean in an hour or so, they'll be right in the sun the rest of the day here. And it's taking us so longer. It's nice and green foliage and everything, but not much happening there. But this one over here in the bucket, out of the same batch, partially shaded. They get sun in the afternoon too, but not as much because there is some shade here. It's all blossomed. I don't think that they so much like direct sunlight anymore because it's just plain too hot. Oh, and this is another orange tomato here. It's over there intertwined with that one coming out the side. I think this is one of them. I didn't have any more things to tie them up with, so gotta make do with what I have, you know. Did my best to pluck off all the leaves and that down there, because I don't want to grow a plant. I want tomatoes. Yeah. This one's got some little ones growing out down here. Get them out of there. All they do is not a weed, some kind of weed. All they do is rot and spread it to the whole plant. There we go. That's good enough for right now. That's all I'm doing here today. So, just wanted to show you my garden and how it's doing. There's tomatoes way back down in there too. Probably some in here. I know you're going to think I'm foolish and kind of screwy, but I didn't see a lot of honeybees out here. So I came out and I went like this to the flowers. When they first started blooming, I'm going to each flower to pollinate it with my finger. And the ones I did it with have tomatoes on them now. I thought there was a bigger one back here someplace. Maybe, I guess not. Nope, they're all pretty little that I see. It's probably showing up on camera and I just can't see it. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. More buds here coming. But the other day, I stood in the door and watched a nice honeybee out here pollinating the flowers. So I'm like, yay, he is coming. I'm worried about this right here where we got rain and it got heavy and then they bent over the top of the cage and it's kind of bent the plant. I hope it doesn't kill it. The way my tomatoes grow when they do take off, I almost need a cattle panel out here to grow them on because they climb. Oh well. Well, that's what I'm doing today. I want to thank y'all for watching. And remember, whatever you do in life, make a difference. Bye now, till next time.